Good evening. I was just up on the rooftop and watched the fire flames and the smoke and also saw the full moon. And I just want to say that I was emailed an announcement from my building that they had seen coyotes close by, and I thought about how they are running away from the fires. And my heart is bleeding for all the people in despair, seeing their homes burning down, and to the people who died, and for the continuous work. And now I notice how people are blaming and finding who is the one who is responsible, and I'm not at all about that. How do you control wildfires? Some are natural and good, some are not. But with the climate and the drought and all that, it becomes tougher and tougher to manage. So it's gonna be very interesting to continue seeing what is the world, what is California, what is the American states doing to handle this. It's no different than the other disasters, like in Florida. There you have hurricanes. I lived there for a year, and we have earthquakes. I mean, the thing is, first of all my love and compassion and understanding and just love to all people affected, and to all the pets and all the wildlife. And I thought about this coyote and thought about all the wild animals who are trying to flee for their life. And then we have urban, what is it called? Sprawling city. Yeah, so we take up more and more space. So I just have a bleedy heart about that. What I want you to know is, when you look at social media, it's worse than news. I'm not following news because I think about my mental health, and I also know that I can control only my actions. And if I can't control something, then it's gonna be my nightmare to try to have that fear of that chaos in the mind. So it's a balance between having all the empathy and feeling the anguish and the despair at the same time, when we have access to all over the world where we have disaster and they're reported to social media. Remember all the wars, and you don't know what is what and what kind of perspective. And since I thought, my first thinking is how all you drop your own pursuit, your own life, and turn to see how you can help. And I read that there were a lot of people who called in to volunteer, like firefighters or something, and it was a wrong order. I don't know how I got it right or wrong, but so many people showed up with their heart to help, and it's just so amazing to observe. I'm fortunate that I live far away from the areas where they have a lot of greens and bushes and that drought in the valleys and all that. So I'm in the seaside, and there's just concrete and ocean. So we might not have oxygen, but we're not gonna have much fire so far. So I don't know, when I remember when I was in Sweden waiting for somehow make it into coming to America, and I was working at the elderly home, when hospice home, when they're dying, and to sit with them when they die and take care of them. And when I was there, I watched the Twin Towers go down in New York. And I saw my life, my country of dreams go down to nothing, to burn down. But it didn't change my conviction that I was gonna go there. I was determined. It didn't scare me. But I remember, like, for being a foreigner, I feel that this country is so driven by fears and this drama and crisis and war, and I just get exhausted. So that's how I feel, that it's unfair to the individual who cannot power over this, who has no way. Let's say except for donating, if you have home to open up to people, if you can take home shelter cats, pets, then that's what you can do. You can donate. But beyond that, anywhere you are in the whole world, I feel that it's unfair to the individual and your family and your children to be aware of all the disaster, all the drama, because no matter how you twist and turn it, it will not reflect the reality because of the overpopulation of these like news bombs. So when you go, you can easily get depressed and fall for feeling, why am I doing anything in my life when this is going on? And then we have the human naivety of wanting it to be safe and never be life. And life is build and burn. No pun intended, but it is. It's up and down, and Mother Nature does what she gotta do. It's no news. Wildfires, earthquakes. How many different civilizations and animals have been extinct for the wrath of the planet? So I'm just on the side of nature and the side of the universe, and I can only hope for the best and give all my thoughts and my love and compassion to everyone affected, including everyone who's indirectly affected. But when it comes to the emotional state, I did my research to kind of see if, to confirm or validate my own philosophizing about the mental health impact on having all this drama in your feed, and you go and watch it and that becomes your life, because what you keep on looking at becomes your life. It's easy to forget. Just think about this. All my people from Sweden wanted to make sure I was right and safe and so on, and I'm so grateful I only have myself and a cat, not family and children, that I'm not a mother. And all people's asking, and I think that is how much time has now focused on something that you can't do anything about, based on pure compassion and care. And then, so what is the alternative? Shouldn't we be aware of what's going on? Like, no, definitely not. We're global. We have more access to everything everywhere, and that is so hard for the human mind that is negatively wired, that feeds on negativity, that is negative thoughts, fears, all that drives reach, drives views, drives engagement. So that is why social media becomes a horrible place, very toxic. To see everyone talk about Los Angeles fires, and I'm here, and Los Angeles evacuation has been 100,000. I'm thinking, where are all these people being evacuated? What if they have no family? What if they have no money to get into a hotel? I mean, I have no family, so where would I go if I was in that place? I have nobody I know, just me and a cat. There would be a shelter, so I've been looking, Red Cross, like shelters. So I really want you to know what I mean by you gotta know what you can control, what you can't, and what happens to your day. Because you have your present, and if it's not emergency, you gotta find a way to enjoy it, because it will not last. And even though we feel guilty for not having sadness and sorrow when other people are infected or impacted, we are not gonna make any difference for the better by succumbing to be more sad and depressed. It's not. It's almost like we have to stay positive and keep hope and remember there's always something good out of it. For instance, there might be more of hard talk about what are we doing here with our resources, what are we doing. And after now with the president who instantly blames, that is just a sign of he's only about winning opinion. He's not about people connecting and people standing together. So with all this going on, I want to say, stay courageous, have hope, and believe in the best. Believe that all that happens is for the better, no matter how tough it is in the moment. That's the only way I focus, and how it can make us stronger together when we come back. That's how it is. So I am fortunate to not have my home burned down. I'm fortunate to only have myself and my cat. I'm fortunate to have my great best friend Pavel, who is an amazing warrior and, master to take care of his wife. And I also feel that at those times it's a little bit more fair for Kat, who's paralyzed from neck down, that she is not in that danger, that it's not only her who has complete despair, So with that said, I want to say I am working on my Instagram overtake with the Instagram VIP, the VIP, IG VIP IG, VIP IG, where I feel this is my place, my fittest life. And I'm setting up now, so I'm gonna have, starting with a January 20, so everyone's signing up now for my subscriptions, $20. I'm gonna anticipate, and I'm gonna do a real good mindset training and DEFEED to REFEED and mobility stretching, and then training technique, and then motivation. And to have that as a daily theme, I'm gonna try to be better at structured field, because I really have to be now, because I have many different areas. I coach FD8, I coach the Butt Bubble Challenge, I record workout videos for Uscreen, I write programs that I have from my VIP bundles. You can buy those, by the way, 5 books for $150, depending on what you want, training or DEFEED, fat loss, get lean. And then I have my FighterDiet recipe app that I really want you to understand that when you're investing in me, you're investing in my FighterDiet recipe expansion. And I want more recipes, and I want more meal plans, and I want more of quizzes, more like calorie levels, charts, things like that. And, diet depression quizzes and craving inquiry. You gotta have the rebuttal. And I'm so excited, because this is the first time I can have a private area, so it means any idiot who is not behaving or bullying my followers can be eliminated. So I have control for once, and it's something that is not gonna end a close. So I'm building, how I see it, the real friendships and community, because they have a new function there. There's community, so I can voice, and you can talk, and you can send me messages. I mean, it's just amazing. So then on February 1st, I'm gonna have the DEFEED to REFEED as one theme, leading day by day. So the reason why Instagram works so well for me is, of course, because it's more of not super long books, not super long text. I have to be on list, keep to the short format, and I love my table lessons. So I'm gonna have a repeat on the rhythm of hunger and appetite, and why you think you are not losing fat even though you're in a deficit. And then we're gonna have the tsunami wave surfing. So I'm so happy that I'm gonna have my area where I'm gonna really show you the simple cooking, to have live where you follow me as I do, real time together, real quality time together. And I'm building this up, and tomorrow Sunday is my favorite day, because I'm gonna go over that, and I'm also gonna go through my iCloud to find a lot of before and after from all my work with people, and hope that motivate you to believe in yourself. So all my love to you. Oh, I have to tell you something else, by the way, my horse obsession. There's another horse that keeps on coming to me now, that when I was a horse rider, a horse girl taking care of Olympic style horses, real elite horses, there was this massive big, I've never seen such a beautiful horse. He was called Granite, and I wanted him so much, but he was completely out of my league. He was $100,000 horse, and I was riding him, and he has this shiny coat. And then I thought about my ponies, and how the different ponies and the horses all gave me so much lessons and taught me so much. So I'm gonna also talk about my cats and my dogs and all that about my life, and I look forward to making it like, everything that is my life, books, music, art, thoughts, reflections. I'm just happy to have a place where women who have similar interests, who want to grow and expand and understand friendship is the strongest love. Friendship is the only thing I care about. Friendship is coach-client relationship that builds. That you find me because you know that I have interest for you. So for me, it is like supporting and investing in your own happiness in fitness life, because you have your own fitness series, your own fitness community, and it's private. So if you compare what else you buy in for $20 a month, and you compare it to how happy I tend to make you, and how I can lead you better, and how this works better for me because there's a structure, I am just so excited to do this. So DEFEED to REFEED, you can Venmo me at Pauline Odin for $150. Then you get that to have you have me as a coach on this Messenger for the month, and you can follow me on Instagram. But that costs you $20 more, so a total of $170. But I would be so honored, and I'm gonna do all I can to be giving you the best. And I look forward to setting up appointments, which is a function on Instagram, so you can have your calls with me in this subscription series. We can have split screen training sessions, and we can have so much. So I want you to send me, you can write here in comments if you're excited, what you want me to do. And I have never been more excited about Monday. So my Sunday tomorrow is going to be all about Yoga Nidra, and then collect content for this new arena. Or remember now, I have seizethetrainingday.com too, where you sign up for my VIP, get the VIP bundle and the starter book, and then I connect with you in Messenger, ask for what you want to focus on, then I keep it to that, because I don't overwhelm you. I know you think the more you should have right away is better, but it's not. My clients who have understood my style of coaching understand I'm building you up. And it's all about like this. Instead of starting with looking at macros on what is good and healthy food, it's really about thinking, how do I like to eat? And start with one meal a day. The first week, just change the breakfast. Try breakfast. Don't commit. You're going to get this fears of the change, fears, suffering, of missing out. And there's, by the way, this term called JOMO, joy of missing out. And I love that, because that's how I feel about all other social media that seems to have nothing else to do than to just be mad or pointing at other people being worse. And I cannot take that anymore. And sometimes when I do, well, I make mistakes, because it's easy to revert back in the wrong context. So go to Instagram, subscribe, and see me on Monday. And then buy into the 150 bundle to DEFEED to REFEED. I've been talking about this, but we're not going to have a chatty group. You're going to have me on Messenger, and you follow my posts with Instagram. If you have that fitness investment for yourself that is also deductible for your health, it's $170 USD to at Pauline Odin Venmo. Look forward to see who signs up on Monday, and then see you there. And so many things they can do on Instagram that I want to do.